Ross, you had an opportunity to hit the road last night and you got a victory over Kansas City. One of the things that I was able to talk to you about is you've gotten regionally ranked. You're number 9 in the East region. So what does this mean for your program, getting 6 victories in 7 matches and just moving forward?
You know, we're always looking to progress, and anytime that you're getting recognized, being ranked regionally, we want to move forward towards nationally. You know, that's the progress that we want to see, and we know that we still have a lot of work to do. We're going to continue to progress in our development and get better each game.
Now, one of the things most great teams have is dominant scoring options. You have the opportunity to practice against one. Skylar Hinrich has become a dominant scoring option, so is Taryn Jakubowski. How does it help your defense to be able to practice against those two every day?
It's valuable, obviously, when your own team's going against very talented, attacking-minded players, against speed, against creativity. It's always going to help, because then you get to see it daily in practice, so you're not surprised when you see it in a regular game and competition. So it's very valuable for both sides of it, for our attacking side and defensive side.
And one of the things we talked about after the last match here at home was, has this team started to learn how to win big games, coming through with a victory over Oklahoma when they were up 2-1 and punching in that 3rd goal? Do you think that's accurate for this team?
Absolutely. You know, in the past we haven't been able to do that, and that's part of the progression. Again, part of the progress of this team is getting the experience, getting the confidence. Every game that we win, especially these bigger games against top competition, is huge for our confidence, and especially as we move towards the Big East.
Now, you mentioned the Big East, and I want to ask you about that in a second, but this week's a tough week for you. You already had your first road match, the road trip down to Kansas City, but you're going to Florida tomorrow. 3 matches in the course of 7 days and traveling twice. How do you plan to manage fatigue on the field and off the field?
It's not easy. We know that as being athletes in the past and as coaches, it's not easy to travel and go to an away place and be your best. But it's the challenge that we want. It's part of the experience of getting the best out of yourself, no matter what's thrown at you. And this is one of those. It's a great challenge for us. To go on the road and win at UMKC was huge. It's not an easy place to play. We went in and we performed, we worked hard, we gritted out the win, and we're going to have to do the same going to Florida, playing against 2 very talented teams. Different environment, which is another great thing for us to develop our team and progress to the top.
Last question I want to ask you is about the Big East. You've got that looming following this week. Do you have an idea of how this team is going to react once they get into conference play?
Hopefully no different. You know, we are who we are. We're creating our own identity of hard work and working as a team, knowing what it's going to take to win every game, because every game is different, presents its own challenge, and we got to focus on us and what's making us successful. So we'll move into the Big East with confidence of who we are.